ChatGPT is amazing right now for images, so now's the perfect time to do that. All right. So create your course. All right. After you've made your three questions, which is the name, phone number, and email address. Now you're gonna give away. Now what you're gonna say is, please give me your phone number, your email, so I can send you your free gift. That way they give you the right information. Okay. Now from there, once you have your elite marketing suite already logged in, it's already going to be hooked up. All you got to do is it's already going to see it. If someone requests to be in your group from this point forward, you'll see in the top, it'll say, do you want to accept all? And they'll say Facebook too. You know what I mean? So if you hit that, then it's automatically putting everybody in your EMS system. Even if you ain't got Aweber and all that hooked up right, it's automatically in your back office in EMS. Okay.
So putting in the emails and everything? I'll have to go look at that one.
I'll go show you what I'm talking about right now.
Please. Thank you.
Okay. And while we got this up, because you're gonna have to fetch the group, but since it's already up, I'll share what this is real fast. That way we don't have to wait on it fetching people. But what you're looking at right here is to invite other group friends to your group too. Okay. So you can invite people to your group from others. So Sasha, we talk about. So like right now, let's say I wanted to invite them to my EMS testing group, right? So right here. So I select that group. Now, what it's going to do is going to take us in this group. Now, the thing that makes this so great is the fact that normally when you try to do this one by one, it caps you out a little bit. Like you can do like 10 or 12, and then it got this long pause, and then you got to get to the next people. Then you can select more people, and then it got to pause or whatever. You know what I mean? And it just becomes like annoying. You know what I mean? So with this one, let me show you. Okay, so like right now, you see all the people. I can invite followers to this group, right? So these are the people that's in that the people I already deal with on a day-to-day basis. So I can hit the select all, and you see it just starts putting them all in there quick. You see what I mean? And then I can send them an invite. Okay, that's reached the end. Okay, and then I can send them all the invites. I'm not gonna do it though because it's a test. It's just a testing group. I don't want anybody to know what's this. But this is a quick way that you can another way to build your group. So when you got a brand new group and you just got it going on, you just getting it started, this is a good way to invite a bunch of people, and you invite them from other groups. So as you can see, okay, you're going to be inviting your friends to the new group that you created. Okay. And these are your groups that you have, and we recommend not doing more than 300 a day. All right.
So Quan, like say I'm a realtor, could I pick realtors out of that crowd and invite them to my private Facebook group?
Right. So that's a different one. So what that one would be your friends, but being able to invite them in mass to your new group. So like when you start a new group, you can actually invite. And that's another reason why it's good to build your network. Because if you build your network, then you can invite everybody in your friends list to a certain degree, right? And then, everybody's not going to come because some people are going to be like, what is this? That's how you ended up in some groups. You notice how sometimes you wake up like, how I ended up in this group? Well, it's because someone in your friends list invited you in there, and you probably didn't pay it no mind. You just accept it real fast, just going through your timeline, and boom, you end up in this group. Some of us, I think, our sets even made where we automatically get accepted into these groups. So that's why it's good to just go ahead and put out a wide net and then bring them in. Okay. So for that particular tool, it would be your friends and then the groups that you created. So any groups that you're in. And the reason why this is also beneficial also because my Bible was saying you want to get in the habit of starting to make groups for the companies that you're in. Anytime that you're in a company, like no matter what it is, now site, whether it's Live Good, whatever, you should make your own group. You should never be at the mercy of other people's groups. It's cool to be in other people's groups. You get valuable information. You might be getting valuable training, but you know what? You want to have your own group because all you're doing by putting all your people in that group is building theirs. You're building their list. You're building their everything. And guess what? If that company goes bye-bye, Where do you think all those people are? All those people are still in that group. So the person that owns that group can do whatever they want. They can change the group name. They can start. Y'all been in these situations before where all of a sudden something else is being promoted. It's something totally different than what it started out as. And guess what? Nothing you can do about it. That's their group. They can do whatever they want. If you don't like it, you can just take yourself out of it. And it's already thousands of people in it. You can't unsee what you saw. So if somebody sees something that they like, guess what? They're going to take it. You know what I mean? They're going to be like, well, hey, even though I came here in this group for something else, but hey, I like what y'all got in here now, and I'm here. You know what I mean? So that's the reason why, you know what I mean, it's so powerful to start a group for everything that you got going on, every single business. Like I would have one master group that's just my group. My body's that like, get money like a boss, come to that group, right? But then I have an outside group. I mean, I have a live good group. I have a Nexus reward, a reward group. I have a group for everything, a marketing boost group, bro. Do I have a marketing boost group? I don't know about marketing boost group, but I have a group for most of the businesses that I'm in. Okay. And so when you do that, eventually you're going to be looking like, plus you can also, if you have admin in other people's group, help invite. So now you could be of service to other people using that same service, right? Say, hey, you know, make me an admin and I'm going to go invite my network to your group. That could be valuable, especially when you are become a influence and have just influential people within your network. All right. All right. Let's go over this tool real fast. Group kit. So like when you so when this happens, right? So once you already have everything loaded up, what's going to happen is when you go to your Facebook, you go to any group, don't matter what the group is, you go to a group that you run. So I go to my Elite Smart Card group. And I go to member requests. I don't know, this is private, it's private. Member requests. So you see how it says approve all? Watch how it's going to change. It's going to change into the I don't have questions on this one. I have questions on this. Hold on, let's go to one where I have questions. I get money like a boss group. Let's see. All right. Get money like a boss. All right. So when you first go to set yours up, right? You're gonna set it up right there. It's automatically gonna have the different platforms are ready to go, right? So mine's already integrated, so I can't show you. But what's going to happen is you'll have Aweber get response to Mailchimp shown right there, and then once you hit that, and then you'll show it, and then I think it says like save your key, like show that this is your key, like your user key, and then you hit save. Once you see that, then it shows you the list, and you can add to whatever list. Now, if you never created a list, this is one of the first things you should be doing in your Aweber, Mailchimp, and Get Response, because this list is where your people are going when they come in. And sometimes you're not going to want them to come to like your main list, right? You might want them to come to, like I said, Live Good or Now Site. So like let's say you're getting a bunch of Now Site leads, you can create a list that says Now Site leads. All right here, boom, and it'll go to Now Sites. But then you can have one for passive income. You know what I'm saying? So you'll make the list. Like all those are different lists within my Aweber. So you can see I got a Live Good list. I got a Nexus list. Now site inactive, 7K medals, right? YouTube. So I got all my things for things. And this is my main list. This is where everybody can go. All right. So boom. So right there, A list, save integration, right? And and then once you do that, and you go to, let me refresh too. I don't know why it's not showing up right now. Okay, there you go. So you see how it says approve all with Facebook too? And if it didn't come up, do like I just did and just refresh the page. because it should show this. It shouldn't just say approve. If it says approve, that's Facebook. If it says approve all Facebook too, that's us. Okay, and let's find somebody that did the assignment. Right, follow this. I think this one I got a bunch of spammers before, but I just put this one right here. So let's play. I approve him, and then you'll see it right there. Approve him. Now, what I was saying is that when you're using this tool, that you'll also be able to, like, if you don't have Aweber, Get Response, and MailChimp, let's say you had none of this, right? It's still going to recognize it, all right, automatically. And any group that you go to, it's going to recognize it. And your people will be right here. Okay, see how this is the person right here. See, we just added. So, and you can download this. This is CSV file. So if you come back over here, see what says download CSV, and that's how you would just download that. And now you got a nice file that you can upload this like into NowSite. You see 300 people, I could upload this into NowSite and then use their autoresponder. Or I could upload this into Constant Contact, or whatever one, even MailChimp, Aweber Get Response. But you want
What
to be
does
careful.
the Aweber do? I don't understand what the Aweber does.
So what Aweber does is it allows you to be able to send bulk emails out to your list. So that's where you would create a list. So like these 300 people,
Yeah.
if I wanted to say, hey, we have a webinar going on right now, I can send an email to this 300 people and let them all know that we have a webinar. So
Okay.
Aweber makes it so that you can do that. You know what I mean? And it also makes it so that you can set up like autoresponders. So if you want to make it where everything's automatic, you don't have to touch it. So that means soon somebody opts into your capture page, it automatically starts sending out emails. That's what Laura Lee's talking about right now.
Okay, thank you.
So she has, you're welcome. So Laura Lee, what you got to sign up, what you got to set up is your automation. And what I would recommend doing, ChatGPT will do a good job of explaining it, but I think tell it to show you some YouTube videos that shows it, because now you get to see it, and it's easier to see something and follow directions than to kind of like read it and try to follow it. Like if you see it, like I'm showing you right now, there's no way you can mess this up because you're seeing it. So if I say, hey, click here, okay, you click there because you're doing it with me. Hey, now after you do that, download this. Okay, you'll come over here and download it. But if I just said like, hey, okay, what you want to do first is you want to go log into EMS, then you want to go to Group Kit tool, then you want to click on View Members, and then after that you want to go over to Download CSV. You know what you'll be doing? You'll be like, okay, where's View Members at? All right, he said I had to do something where I download CSV. Where do I download? You know what I mean? Because you wouldn't know that it's just on.
Yeah, I could have just did my Facebook group and then went to EMS group kit, not even bother with Aweber. So what I'm going to do is, so I feel like I'm moving forward rather than backwards until I start building a bigger list. I was just going to do the attachment, and I thought I had to do Aweber to do my PDF file that I had.
Oh, no, not at all. You can even send that to them one by one. You know what I mean? You know how it goes. It's more than one way to skin
Okay.
to skin
Well,
yeah.
my dinner's ready. I will catch you all, but I'll catch the rest of what you're doing. But I'm on track now. Thank you.
You're very, very welcome.
Take care.
All right. All right, guys. So now the next tool that I want to go over is, hold on, I had it ready to go. Oh, the safe list. I'm gonna go over there real fast. So this safe list tool is so that when you're doing like the bulk delete and all that, that you're not getting rid of people that you don't want to get rid of. Right? So you'll see your people right here, and you go to the next page, you see it's all the, once you did the fetch friends, they're automatically there. So this is all the people that you deal with. But you see, look, this is my brother. I don't want to get rid of my brother. So I click on him. Now let's say I didn't know that was my brother. I can go view the profile. Okay. Oh yeah, that's my brother. Okay, yeah, that's cool. I want to keep him. So then I come over here, click on him, hit add to safe list. Now he's right here. He's still not in the safe list yet. So we can deselect and he'll go back. So he's gonna be, what you're doing is you're putting all the people that you don't want. It's another friend of mine. So I don't want him in, I want him safe. Okay. I want Andre safe. So, and see, because almost everybody in my things market is now really almost all these people I want safe. So that's when you know you've done a good job of curating your list, because everybody on this page so far I would keep. Yep. So far. Yeah, I would keep everybody so far I see on that page. So here we go. These three, add to safe list. Boom. Now they're here. So now you don't have to worry about when you're using tools like the friend, get rid of friends, remove inactive friends, and you do a poll, you ain't got to worry about them being put in there. Okay. Because some of your friends are going to get in there because they don't interact with your content like that. You know, that you're a marketer, they're not just liking and commenting on every single post. And they might end up being up for deactivation, but you're like, no, 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 that's my cousin, that's my auntie. So you can whitelist them and don't have to worry about that. Okay. So that's how you do the safe list tool. The nice thing is, even when you update, we hit the updates and all that, for the most part, well, if you have to fetch, but once you fetch once, you'll always see them. So you come out, you log out, you log back in. Some of the tools, once you log out, you got to set it up again. This ain't one of those. This is one of those. You do it, it'll always be there.
Like one, what are deactivated friends?
Deactivated friends.
Yeah, because I ran deactivated friends the
Those are
other day and it
people with
took me
those are
53
people with
minutes and there was nobody there. There's
those are
nobody in the list.
those are people that's been not active on Facebook no more. So you now get the white the ghost. Matter of fact, I just show you. So you fetch friends.
Yeah,
Those are your deactivated friends.
okay.
So a lot of times you might have a lot, especially if you never did that, because in time, a lot of people don't be on
Yeah,
Facebook no more, or
yeah,
they get another account, or a hacker got a hold of their account, so they don't use
yeah,
it. So you can get rid of all these people, because imagine, look at Facebook might be showing all these people my content right now. That's a waste.
yeah.
You see
Yeah.
what I'm saying?
Well, I ran it. It took 53 minutes for it to run, and there was nothing in the list. So
You
I was
might not
just,
have none, but it shouldn't run. It shouldn't have took 53 though. You should have been able to fetch fast. So what I want to do is they did an update yesterday. So make sure you have the latest version. So everybody is watching. Just delete the old version and add the new one. And it's very easy to do. You can do it right in your toolbar, and then just click on the extension, the puzzle piece that
okay,
you'll see, and then open up that, and then you just hit the little three dots, put remove extension, and then just as fast go to the Google Chrome store right here, and then where it says remove, it'll say add now. You add it right back, and you'll have the new version. So anytime I say we did an update, always add the new version, kind of like an app. Every time app does anything different, or kind of like then just always like, okay, update the app. If you want to see those changes, because it should have been fast. You see, I just did it, so it should have been just like that. You shouldn't have to run it for no 50 minutes for sure. So this is one of the ones that actually runs pretty quick. And then I'll delete somebody so you can see how that looks. So you see, then removing one friend. You see right there, it says remove. And then I only got 11 left. Okay. All right, let's go over the rich text tool. Because some of y'all might be like, I don't really know what this is. All right, so what this allows you to do is, let's say you're creating a page, like especially like if you're an now site, this allows you to be able to use code to do something a little bit more creative. So I'll show you what we're talking about. So let's say we're gonna do a bold title. Say get money, right? I want money underline, get money. So I don't want this one underlined now. Get money. Like, and I'm gonna do the boss is gonna be, let's say red. Put this let's put this money in green right here. All right, so let's say get money, like we're gonna make this one red. We're gonna put a nice bold. Let's make it the whole thing bold. So 36 point. I get money like a boss, and then I'm even gonna add an emoji. So what's the money sign? What's the money one? It's usually right around here. Where's that money one? I know I'm probably looking right at it too.
I know we just type that money in the search bar and it pulls up the money jump. But yeah, there you go.
There we go. All right, so let's say I want to use that for right now, right? You see, you can do these, all these different things. So let's just say we're gonna do that, and I copy the clipboard. So I copy that, and then what you can do, like if you got a web page builder, like let's just use Now Site. I'm hit the edit for this one. So let's say I was building my website, right? And as long as you got a website where you can put code on it, so I'm gonna put it up here. So we're gonna take the place of this one, so you can see the difference. So I'm gonna put the code up here. And you see right there. Hold on. I put the wrong thing. Hold on.
Yeah, you're not pasting the code, eh?
Right.
You're posting the code.
I pasted the thing. Hold on. Go back. Here's my code. Oh, right here. So you hit that. Copy the code. Save. Go back to Now Site. See, you can do something a lot more creative. And then, of course, we can change all those sizes right here within the code. So you see how this code is right here? So you see how that font, say 36? We can change that to 76. Okay. And you can even change the color right here. See, it says like the different color. Like if I want to change these to other colors, like black or white, white or something, you can just do it right then and there. But not to complicate things, you can just do it, like I said, right here, and then just get the code snippet right here. And now you got the HTML code. And then when you go back, let's say I'll take this off so you can make it show up even easier so you can see how that looks. Oh, hold on. I didn't mean to do that. Don't save. Okay. All right, so let's say, like I said, we're going to add a snippet up here, make it show up even better so you can see it. Copy the code, save. Okay, and then like I said, change the font number to 76 instead of 36. Make that a little bigger. Okay. Got them in all these different places. So you get it, you get the gist right there. So now look how that looks. So I gave it a whole different, make it that pops a lot more than just having regular white text right there. Because some page builders want to allow you to mix and match the colors with the same module like that. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, I can do a get started guide in white, then I could put another text block under it and then put that another color. But rarely, sometimes you can't do it in the same line like this and get something visual like that. Okay. So that's what that is. That's your code for that. So this is more for, like I said, if you're going to be building a thing out. And like I said, I want you to get in the habit. Like I said, everything gonna be for everybody. Some people are like, I don't build websites, so you might not never touch that tool. You see what I'm saying? So some of these things and some things are gonna be meant for you to use like once every 6 months. Like me personally, I get rid of my inactive friends once every 6 months. I'm not doing that every day. I'm not doing that every week. I'm not doing that even every month. I'm doing like once every 6 months. You know what I mean? But then other things like the building a list, oh, that's every day. You know, reaching out on posts, that's every day. You know, commenting, that's every day. So that's why, you know, you're gonna see what tools you're gonna use. Same thing with the fancy text, like we went over that. That's every day because you want your post to stand out. You know what I mean? You want to be able to do things that other people are like, wait a minute, how you got cursive writing on your profile? You can't do that. And even the bold text, you only can do that in groups, I believe. I don't think you can do that on personal pages. You know, I know you can do a bold text in the group, but I don't think you can do bold text on a personal post. So this with the fancy text tool, this one, it allows you to be able to do bold text. You see these that's bold, it will look like that on the actual post. So if I take that preview text right there and I go do a post right now, see, normally you can't do that. You can do it like right now. Right. If I put in, see, but there's no place right here for me to do that on Facebook. Whereas in a group, you can do that. So like, watch, we go to Get Money Like a Boss group, and I do that. See, Facebook allows me to be able to, you know, bold, do a little something, and I still can't change the font. I could just do a bold text. I could do italics. That's pretty much it. I can do a H1 inch, H2. That just means a bigger font. So I can do like something like this or something like that. See, so that'd be the big one and then small. But that's it though. That's all you got. And you can't do that on the regular post. So now you can do that. So to be able to go bold and things like that on the regular post is going to make you stand out. I would definitely be using that though. All right, and last but not least, blacklist. We did that. Friend removal from the blacklist. All right, so invite other group friends to your group. No, that's the one we did. Okay. Friend removal, blacklist. All right, so what this is the friend removal blacklisting tool. What this does is, as you see, I don't black. It's a lot for me to block you. You gotta really be annoying. Like you gotta be doing the most. So these are the only people that got blocked from me. And you know why? Because I like to kill you with success. I want my haters to see me doing good. So if I block you, you don't get to see what I'm doing. You don't get to see my accomplishments. You don't get to see me doing better and better each year. So I don't have a problem. I keep them. That's why y'all see me going back and forth with certain people. Hey, I keep them. You know, I know I could have blocked them a long time ago and saved myself a headache, but I keep them there because I know your biggest haters is also your biggest fans more times than not. So I'm gonna keep them there. I'm gonna give them what they're asking for. But this is my only list, to be honest with you. And it's funny because I know some of y'all probably be long. But the nice thing is you can actually see how many people. Sometimes you might want to take people off the list. Like, you know what? All right, you can come off that list now, right? And take them off. But more so than not, though, what you can do is you can fetch all your friends. Now, this one takes a little bit of time. It's going to be dependent on how many friends you have. So based off of, excuse me, based on the amount of friends that you have, then that's how long, you know, this tool take. Again, this is automation, guys, right? Not babysitting. So what you want to do with a tool like this is I would hit this and I would go downstairs and make myself a sandwich. You know, I would go you know, go do something. Like go take a shower real fast. Let this thing just go ahead and load up. By the time I come back, it's all done. You see what I'm saying? That's how you're gonna work smarter. And honestly, I can go do something else. I can go now go work on my website, now site, right? Go do this. Let me go fix that. You know what I mean? Get up out of here. Go do. I had some other stuff to do anyways. Let me get up out of here. Let me go work on this. And while I'm doing all that, guess what? Automation is still taking place. Okay. So that's what I want you guys to get in the habit of. Not like if you're doing this, like literally just watching the screen. You're doing it all wrong, right? Like that's not what we're doing. You could have went to your friends list if that was the case, then see who you want to take out. So this is to be meant to say, okay, I don't have a bunch of time to be worrying about that, but I know it's important. So let me go and hit that, and bam, now I can go do something else. Now I can go do this. You know what? I had some things I was talking to ChatGPT about. Let me get back to work. Let me go, you know, finish doing that. You know, I had some ads I was going to run today. Let me go look into that. Let me go run these ads. You see what I'm saying? Like now you can see how you get your time back and you're multitasking because what? Automation is still doing what it do. You see the numbers still going up. You ain't got to be here for the number to go up. Okay. So get in the habit of that. And what you're going to be able to do is once everybody load up, the same way you see everybody there in the bottom, now you can add them to the blacklist. So it was kind of like the whitelist. So remember, the whitelist was saying, hey, we want to save these people. We don't want them to have to go. Well, this is the opposite. This is going to be the blacklist. And what this is going to do is going to allow you to put everybody, select them. And then once you put them in there, that's it. They out of there. Okay. And then, of course, if you can add them back, if you chose. But what's cool is also, like I said, you come into one place and seeing them all right here. Sometimes things change. I've had people I took off the list, but at that time they had to go. So you might feel the same way. So this is that's what this tool is. So we'll just keep letting that load because it's gonna be the last one I'm gonna go over today. So while that's loading, I'm gonna take questions and then yeah, we'll get back to this and show you how I look, and then yeah, we'll end it.
Okay, so I have a question, Quan, because the problem always is doing multiple things on Facebook at the same time, so you get shut down. So how do you like? I mean, understand if it's doing this, then you go do something else. But the stuff that's running in the background, how do you tell when it's running?
Right. So the type of things you don't want to be doing are things like leaving comments, right? Friending people in a group or something. Anything that's like you're actively doing something on Facebook here, but then you're also actively doing it here too. And it's conflicting with each other. Like, how could you be commenting on this post over here, but then you over here commenting in a group over here? Somebody got a hold of your account. That's how Facebook got. They don't even catch the automation all the time. They just catching the fact that somebody obviously got a hold of your account, right? So now they're gonna say, hold on, and shut it down for a minute. Not shut it down, but like log you out and say, hey, prove that's you. Do a two-step authentication or something like that. So that's why we do recommend when you're doing those type of things, just leave Facebook alone. Like I said, me personally, while this type of stuff is going on, I'm over here with it. I'm over here. I'm over here. I'm doing other things. I'm over here. I'm checking. I'm getting ready for Zoom. I'm doing all types of other stuff right now, other than being on Facebook. And that's what the purpose is. You know what I mean? To still be able to do other things. Because remember, that's our number one excuse. I don't have time. I have to do this. I have to do that. Okay. Well, hit a button and then go back and go do what you said you had to do. Click this button and now go do what you gotta do. The kids are running amok. Click this button, go tend to the kids. You know what I mean? Come back later and see that everything's done and then proceed forward. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah. So with the AI, do you use an outside AI at all, or do you mostly use chat, or what do you use?
I use both. It just depends on what I'm going for. You know what I mean? I use Chat GPT because it's a little bit like they keep adding to it, and the fact that I have a paid version so I can have access to the GPTs, the store. So that's a little different. By having GPTs, which I'll show you. By having GPTs, I got things like, look, website generator. I can generate a website, right? Or look, Canva, right there inside of Chat GPT. So we got access to Canva. I got a fitness and workout and diet planner right here, right through Chat GPT. So, and look, you can explore all these different GPTs. So you can say, like, what am I, like, I can even say it, social media marketing or something, right? Social media marketing. And then anything that's related to social media marketing that they have is going to pop up. And then I can add those things if I so want. I got things for writing, productivity, research and analysts. These are all GPTs. Kind of like how when apps first came out, remember? And everybody rushed to make apps and they were free. And some of these you got to pay for, some free. But look at all these different things: social media marketing specialist, social media marketing guide, social media marketing guru, expert, social media marketing, caption crafting, social media marketing booster. So when you got the paid version, you get access to these, and I can add that to my thing. So that's the reason why I use them. And then they just added the image. So now site don't have image right now, and they just added the image feature. So that allows us to step our marketing up. So y'all just seen I just did the comic book earlier, right, for my crew. So that's how I was able to do that. See,
Yeah.
do it
So with your chat, can you actually have the chat make a video, an AI video for you? A video short or not, or
it'll give you the script for it. That's what they don't have yet. See, right now, there's no one shop fits no there's no one size fits all nowhere right now. So because of that, you're going to be using a bunch of different tools to get the job done to a high level. So you might be using this over here to write something awesome. You might be using this one right here to craft the image, and then you might be using this over here to actually animate the image. You see what I'm saying? So because of that, there's no like nobody that says, "Hey, I do all that." We do all that. We do the image, we do the writing, we do the analysts, everything. Now they're getting close to it. It's getting real close, and ChatGPT is the closest, but everybody else is catching up too. You got DeepSeek, you got a whole bunch of other AIs. It's a race right now. It's the Wild West, and it's our job to capitalize off of it while it's early.
Yeah.
Hey, come on. So, I set up my birthday greet. That thing was firing off today. It was going crazy, right? So I love it. The advance, I said everything, advance, whatever.
So
Birthday,
it
and
did go
then
up today because I had people saying it wasn't working. They did say they did an update yesterday, and so yours went off
oh,
today.
oh, it went off. It
All
went
right,
off crazy. And
good
so
stuff.
I'm trying to figure out um how to, are we manually responding to them like, like I'm currently doing. I was,
Heck
man.
yeah, yeah. Oh, so look at so this the game, this the play. So after birthday go off, so look at let it hit them hit them before the birthday, right? That's one touch already. Hey man, Jeff, man, I heard you. I know you got a birthday coming up. What you got planned? You got something special? You got planned? And you can let ChatGPT announce I do this part for you too. Hey, give me
Yeah.
some dope intros. Give me some dope. So then do that. Boom. Then they're gonna be like, yeah, man, good looking out because most people is not getting hit before their birthday. So they're like,
Nope.
dang, bro, you on me like that? Like you really deal with me, huh? Like you knew my birthday before. All right, that's what's up. It gives them that kind of feeling. You know what I mean?
Right.
So now you did that. They're gonna say something. Hey man, good looking. Then you're gonna hit them on the birthday. Hey man, happy birthday. I know today's your special day. Oh man, good looking out, bro. That's two touches now. That's two conversations you had. Now after the birthday, you know what I mean? Hey man, what you do yesterday? You know what I mean? You probably couldn't wake up, huh? You was passed out, right?
Mm-hmm.
You drunk one for me? That's three touches. And I would make it something funny like that. So it's for sure gonna get a response back. Like make it a question. You know what I mean? Hey, what
Right.
you do yesterday? So it's a question. It makes them have that question. Now that's three touches. You have a very real conversation from this point forward. And it's happened so many times with me. It's my best tool. I'm gonna be honest with you. Out of all the stuff that I showed you guys, and it's funny because it's probably the most simplest thing, like you know what I mean, the most least complicated out of everything else. But that thing gives you some real conversions, bro. Like some real authentic interactions. Like I said, sometimes I feel bad.
Yeah,
God,
yeah. I've had people. They're like, "Oh, thanks, King," and this and the third. Like, "Yo, good looking out." Da da da. I'm like, "Oh yeah, this is going on." So I'm like, "Yeah, no doubt, my pleasure." Da da da. So it was pretty cool. So now I'm looking at the page like, "Oh man, I ain't speak to that person in many years." Or, "Dang, they sent me a post back in 2022. I just not seeing that." You know
you
what I'm saying?
know what I
So
mean? On
you know
everything.
what I'm saying? Like stuff like that. So okay, so this is designed for when they hit because they responded, right?
They're
I
gonna
had did it
respond,
by
bro.
accident. They responded because they're like, "Whoa." Now I mean, he hit me up. That's crazy. And then
My father-in-law I was like, he was like, man, thank you. I was like, man, bro, and it was weird because you know how I got it where you put the name tag.
yep, yep,
So,
me too.
so I called him by his name. He's like, hey, Alfred, happy birthday. He was like, oh man, thanks for thinking about it. I said, bro, I wouldn't have called you by your name.
Right.
I was like, hey, I can't even let that fly like that. I said, I was
Yeah,
gonna call you.
it did to my
But it
brother
hit before
today.
me.
Facts. It did it to my brother. I'm like, oh, and so it said, "Hey, Brandon," da da da. And so I would have said something different, but still, it went across well. So that's cool. Now I also um I did the Facebook group during like doing the questions and stuff like that. And now you said I use Systems IO. So you said even if you don't have one of the three, it'll still gather the leads for you basically.
Yep. And then take that CSV and then upload that to system.io.
Copy. Because that one of my people that joined us here, she was like, "What would be the best?" Because she has tons of people on a formal list, and she's like, "What would be the best thing to get them back, going with this product?" So yeah, I think this is strong. Um, I just want to figure out. I know you said that I was in people's. I guess I got to look at the other training. I'll look at the other training that you did. I know you did. I was watching some.
I'm hitting them
Yeah.
all, bro. So I'm gonna hit them all one by one. So eventually, when you go to the YouTube channel, just look for whatever tool that you're looking for to get information about. look inside the look for it on top on the thumbnail, like or in the description. Because I'm saying what two that we're going over, and I'm usually going over about like today, like about four, like three, 4 or 5, no more than 5. You know what I mean? Because I don't want it to get too overwhelming and then be like,
Yeah.
so about 4. I think we've been going over about 4 tools on average. You know what I mean? 4 or 5, no more than 5. And then every video is gonna be like that. And then after that, and we done with all that, then we're gonna get into case uses, like watch us used it now. Like we've been doing that like this, but really doing it. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start a brand new Facebook page, and I'm gonna show how I'm gonna build that Facebook page from 0 to hero from scratch. So that way it ain't no more guessing, ain't no more, oh, Kawan got a following. That's why you did it. Now it's a brand new page. Like,
Right, for surely.
you know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna show like using it in a practical way, like every day doing income producing activities with the software, and in turn using it just to build the other thing. You know what I mean? And I'm
You
making
gotta be strong because more people have that question like, should I build my personal page or should I start a whole new page and build over that, boom, 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 boom. Right? And so that'd be a great to even figure that out, right? It doesn't connect with Facebook fan pages, right?
Nah, and you really don't want to be on the fan page doing this
Right,
stuff because you don't get that much action over there. You know what I'm saying? That place I
right,
look at is like that's your credibility, like that's your website. You know what I mean? That you put all your stuff over there so someone can go over there and go, okay, that's what you're into. Oh, that's what your business is. Oh, okay. You know what I mean? Oh, that's where you run your ads from. You know, that's why you got a business page.
right,
Your
right,
ads
for
from
sure,
there.
for
You know
sure.
what I mean? But people ain't over there showing you love, and you ain't going viral from over there. You're going viral from your personal wall. You know, people are sharing that content. They stealing that from you. People are commenting, and you wake up, you got 100 or 200 comments. That's happening on your personal wall. Very rarely, if ever, did you have 200 comments on your business page. You know what I'm saying?
Right, right.
So,
That's a bar.
but we do got some things though. So we got like the page inviter for your
Yeah.
page. So, yeah, you seen that? So that's actually for your business page. So like, if a person wants to invite, which we'll go over that too. You know, if a person wants to invite you to your page, you can do it all from right here. So we do got some tools still for that. And if it's something that makes sense that y'all want me to build for like the business page, let me know. And all right, let's do it. But
So the CRM tool is different from the CRM tool is different from the uh EMS group tool.
yeah, yeah, we're gonna go over the CR. We're gonna go over the CRM. The CRM is like where you can put labels on people.
Oh
So
yeah.
I can say, hey, Kwan's a hot lead or Kwan's a big marketer. Put me on the green, money. Put all the money people, so all green. And then what happens is your message, your message becomes a clusterfuck, right? So now what you can do in Messenger is you can literally say money, right? And then boom, all the people in the money show up. So I popped up and all the other people, but everybody else is under us though. Like everybody else in your messenger, even though before you was talking and they put it in the order that you was talking, now it's going to be in the order of your CRM. Same thing with hot
Copy.
leads. It's going to make sense when we were doing that 20. Matter of fact, when Fred was like, well, how do I know if I already talked to him? So I didn't even think about that. This is one of the ways you know. So now what you can say, man, I don't know, I didn't think of this. But so all you got to do is now in the CRM say, all right, no, first 20 or cold lead, which means this is the first time I reached out, or medium, warm, hot lead. And you can even leave notes. Or already talked to them. They said, I just don't have money right now. You know what I mean?
Oh, it's gonna be cold.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Hey, they said reach back out next week. Okay. So now when you every day you start, boom, you start with that. And it's gonna just keep it from being so cluttered and clustered. And now you can like segment. So that's what that is. Matter of fact, we'll go over that tomorrow. We'll go over that. That'll be the next tool because I think that is equally important right there for everybody to use as well. All of
Uh,
it important.
Always important. I know my man Fred gotta go. I just go ahead, Fred, and I'll ask another question. I don't be
All
rude.
right, go ahead, Fred.
No, go ahead. Jeff, go ahead and finish up, man. You got the
Oh,
mic.
okay, appreciate it, man. So you know how how they say I go on a Grant Cardone post and I see that they're commenting and all that stuff, and I want to friend them and send them a personal message saying, "Hey, I see you, me, and Grant have something to comment. This I'm in the business funding industry. Well, I help business get funding. If you know anybody who needs funding, let me know, and it could be a potential income from that thing. How can I go about setting that up and hitting that list of people and just kind of connecting with them on that tip?"
All right, we got that. That's the post lover too. So we're gonna show you that one too. All right, we probably you give me all the content for tomorrow. So it's gonna be the same thing, and then when you hit it, it'll open up another window, and then you'll see it on a post it's like a little red box, and when you click it, it's pretty much opening up to hit all those people. And then you can put if you want, if they don't have anything mutual, don't, or if we do get them, and then
So I'm saying, so you saying, if I'm on Eric Worre's let's say Grant Cardone post, he has a post, he's talking about something, and the people is commenting and liking it and all that stuff. Am I able to connect with those people,
right,
like
and send
friend them
them
and
a friend request.
send
Yeah,
them a friend request or a person message?
right. Yep.
Okay,
So I'll show you. We'll go over that too tomorrow,
perfect.
and then we'll go over what's the other one and the CRM.
The CRM too, yeah, and how it makes sense with the EMS group tool.
Yep. It says is there a list of when the trainings are? Yeah, so they're always going to be 5 o'clock and 12 o'clock because I put a poll out and those two times got the best response. So 5 o'clock, 12 o'clock, and what we're gonna do is it's every other day. So you see how today was 5, tomorrow will be 12, the next day is gonna be 5, 12. We take the weekends off. Okay, so Monday through Friday we run the play.
Fred, floor is your champion.
Awesome. Yeah, thanks. Appreciate that. So on just add a quick question, Juan, on like the Beast. So I've been using that daily. Love it. That's a great tool. I feel like that's going to be the one tool that's going to help me keep consistent on engaging and liking people's stuff. So I just been doing 20 a day. But I'll do it like when I'm working my job, and I'll just have my computer up and doing that. But sometimes it goes to sleep, like my computer does. Does the tool continue to work if it's sleeping, or do I need to have my screen on the whole entire time?
You know, that's a good question. It should keep going. You know what I mean? I haven't checked that. I don't know because it depends on how your computer act. Like when it shuts off, does it go back to the unlock screen where you got to actually put a code in to get it open?
Depends on how long you were. It was in sleep mode. Sometimes it does.
Yeah, so I think if it did that, it might stop. But then it's a trip because, like I said, a lot of tools still run in the background. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Kind of like birthday wisher. It doesn't really matter if your computer's on or not. It's still running in the background. You know what I mean? So let's test it. I don't know. Let's test it. It's good. That's it.
And then another question I had was, do we need to stay out of Messenger when that tool is running, or is that
When that tool's running, I wouldn't mess with nothing. That's the
okay?
one
So
tool that I go
what
for
about
sport.
Instagram? Because Meta and Facebook
Instagram's
are
fine.
disconnected.
No, Instagram's fine. You can be in Instagram while that's going.
Okay.
Yeah,
A tip that I do, Fred, is I'll go on YouTube and I'll get the long 6 hour whatever sound and music, and I'll mute it and just have it up so that it keeps the screen on, so
Oh,
that
it's
my screen won't
brilliant.
turn off. Right. So I go get a sounding thing for 6 hours, right? Play it. It's not going to turn off the screen because it's playing the YouTube video on silent, of course, but it's playing, so the screen not going to shut off. So that
Huh.
you know what I'm saying? So that's what normally what I do.
That's brilliant.
You feel me? To get
Yep.
around that. So my thing stay up. So I need that thing to do what it's doing. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
So
Smart. That's smart.
And then one other just operationally, just a suggestion, Kwon, because I know things are just launching. There's some glitches, but I would imagine with a tool like this and as many changes as Facebook, and then once we get TikTok and YouTube and Instagram, there's always going to be something that's working in the background, right? Something that's maybe a
Yeah.
little broken that the software engineers are working on, and that you're aware of. And so I think that there needs to be a place for us, especially because as we start marketing this and bringing people on, I feel like there needs to be somewhere like if they're like, oh wow, this is having an issue, and they can go somewhere to see, oh, are they aware of it? And if they're not, where someone could easily submit a ticket or something with an issue they're having with the tool, and then you were able to see it and go, oh, okay, cool. And then if you're submitting that, then all of a sudden now that's showing up as something that's being worked on, right? And then if it removes itself, then that's telling that it's been fixed. I don't know, just a thought that I had out there, because otherwise you're going to be inundated, I feel like, as this thing grows and we bring on people and things are
Yeah.
constantly shifting and changing. It could be something you might want to think about now rather than later. Just a
Yeah.
thought.
Yeah. So I had them build a certain little bit helps a little bit. You know what I mean? But still, you can't catch everything, but it helps to a certain degree. So when certain things break, they get an alert, right? So they got
Mhm.
it, so they get alerted, like, oh, hey, something broke, right? And then instantly somebody's on to go check it out and see what it is. So for the most part, when things break, they kind of onto it already. You know what I mean? So there's been times they told me before I even knew, hey, check it out. Facebook had an update yesterday, but we already on it. Post Lover 2 or this 2 ain't working like it should, but we on it. So for the most part, they be on it. But that's still a good idea. I like that too, because like I said, with software, you can't catch everything. And the way you
Well, no, I mean, it's great that the developers, if they have it, but the problem is the users, right? So you're getting you're getting messages like, hey, this isn't working. Yep, I'm
right.
aware of it. Like, we're working on it. I'll let you guys know as soon as it's fixed. As we get more people and we start I mean, you're gonna be inundated with that. So if there's more transparency for us that you're aware that something's broken, then it keeps maybe the flood of people bringing it to your attention when it doesn't need to be brought to your attention. It's already getting worked on.
Yeah. And what we probably do is probably do that also through alerts, emails and texts. So I'll just start company-wide email go out, me or text. Hey, check it out. This is we're aware of it. This tool's down right now. Should be up in 24 hours or 48 hours, or you know what I mean, or we'll let you know.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And then the other thing on so I was looking at the CRM and kind of playing with that yesterday, and I was like, oh, this is fantastic. Because I know if you're going into because I work a lot off my phone and you're on the app, you can create tags, or what is it? Not really tags. What am I looking for? Labels. But it's different from what you have because it's coded, right? But you don't have access to whatever. It's only through the website. It's not through the app. Or am I misunderstanding that? Because I couldn't see what I was creating on the CRM. I could see it on the computer, but I couldn't see all the information on the app itself. Where you, I don't know if
Talk about like the app on your phone.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's still a Chrome extension. So the phone, once you went on the phone, you're no longer in the extension no more. So it kind of.
Gotcha. That's why. Okay, that makes sense.
Exactly. So,
Cool.
but yeah, that one is that's another good one. We're gonna go over that one tomorrow.
Yeah, definitely. All right, cool. That's all I got. Thanks.
I appreciate you, boss. Appreciate you. Keep them coming though. Keep them coming. That's what we want. Like I said, we in the early stages. The best way to when it comes to software is through, unfortunately, you guys. Because you'll have 1 or 2 people and work for it. Oh, it's working for us, and then boom, 3, 5, 10 other people say something different. And it's like, okay, and you got to catch a bug. It could be something as simple as like when I was doing the affiliate program, it was certain users use a certain IP address. Like it's a certain, like the way the numbers are, it's a long version and it's a short version. Most people use the short version, but for the few people that use the long version, their stuff wasn't tracking. So something simple as that, you know what I mean? And then it could just throw things off, but you got to know that. And then they got to catch that from users using it. Like, why is it not working? It's working for everybody else. Well, I don't know. I got 2, 3 users that ain't working for them. Okay, they look into it. Oh, it's because of this, and now they know, and then they patch that and fix that now. So we're gonna be dealing with a lot of those type of situations in the beginning, I'm sure. You know what I mean? Like we are, like, okay, fix that, all right, patch that. But the cool thing also is that making this has also taught me, and it kind of let me know the type, like going forward, the type of things that I am going to create. I'm creating type of things. I'm like, you know what? Those are the type of things I'll probably break. So even though it's good, you know what I mean? I'm kind of like going forward, it's going to be a lot more AI based things. You know what I mean? Because those are really just tapped into the API of, GPTs and Dolly and things like that, and then creating a shell of and other around that. You know what I mean? Like, all right, based off of that. So those things don't break because you're not tapping into, their stuff, and they don't change nothing. Like what's being changed, like the type of things that's being changed, it's more machine learning. So it's just getting smarter, but it's not like a total change. Like when Facebook said, okay, now we're taking out your lives. No more lives. It's like, whoa, or hey, you can't go live in the group no more. Like, whoa, wait a minute. Like that's a blatant change. So when something like that happens, I might have software that says, hey, we allow you to go in 5 groups at the same time. Well, guess what? Facebook don't let you go live in the group no more. At least like not the old way, the way we used to be able to do it. So boom, done instantly. I mean, we got to make a workaround. We came up with workarounds, but that's what ends up happening. So I'm learning as I'm going, looking at things like that as well. So I even told my developers, like going forward, if we're going to try and stay away from things that could potentially break. You know what I mean? Like if it's something that can break often. Now if it don't break that much, cool. But if it's something like, it's going to break very often, just stay away from it. And let's just stick with the future, which is AI anyways. So that's cool. You know what I mean? Because we're going to just have some cool AI stuff anyways. And that's where we're headed anyway. That's the future. So we're right on schedule.
Quick question. And on the upgrade, I know I had somebody upgrade, and I didn't see the commission on that, or I didn't see like their account change. And that to take a little
Who
minute. I don't know what to
who had
show.
upgraded? What's their name?
It's the first account. It's a Gentua.
Hit me.
And
I'm about to say hit me
yeah,
on.
yeah, yeah,
Send that
yeah,
thing over.
offline. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, hit me
No worries.
offline, and
No
then I'll
worries.
look into it.
And then on the oh the videos the videos for some reason when I click on my videos it buffers quite often. I'm trying to figure out is it a workaround or
On which ones? Which videos? Like the
like the
promo videos?
video that's teaching you about the tools.
It
It like
buffs
it,
in the
it like
background.
it's like loaded. It loads kind of it loads and it stops and then I'll play and it gets to that part where it stops and it's buffering to bring a little more. Just it's
Wait, wait,
just
wait, wait, wait. You talk about the videos that's actually on the website, like the ones that shows you how to use the tool. So like when it's under
yes,
how to,
yes.
those are buffering. Is anybody else having that problem? Yeah, that
And
might be.
I got the good internet though. I don't
I
know
was
how
about to say
long.
usually any type of buffer is usually your own. Like that's your
Yeah,
network. You know what I mean?
right, for surely. Like
Yeah,
I checked all that. I'm like my bars is on 1010. So
yeah. They
I don't
should be
know.
because the bills ain't that high. You can't even have them too. You know how I go. You can't have them too much. The hosting fee all outrageous. So
Mm,
the bills are small.
yeah,
Yeah,
I don't know.
that was a little bit weird. I don't know. It never did that for me. I'll be checking.
Yeah, for surely.
You gonna see real fast. Watch you do it now. Be like, oh shoot.
I can show you like I'm saying like let me show
Look
you.
up and like,
Okay.
what? Oh shoot. Oh shoot. Yeah,
Like
it never
not
happened.
live in the wreck.
It never
So
happened to
the
me, and then it happened.
so
Oh
like the
wow.
one that I did that was buffering was
Oh,
um
you know what? It did. I know what you're talking about, Jeff. Mine, I had issues with the CRM. It was like
mhm.
the CRM video wasn't working for me.
It took a
Took
quick
forever to buffer.
it took forever like to like catch up and go.
Uh, they're doing that right now. So I wonder if it's because a lot of people watch at the same time.
Could be.
So I got to
I don't
up.
know.
So I got to
This was about 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock last night, my time.
So I might have to. It might be the we have to give it more memory,
Hmm.
more power. All right, so that's an easy fix. Let me hold on.
Hey Jeff, I'm kind of curious. So on your happy birthday, so I had some happy birthdays go out too, but it didn't go out to everybody. So I'm kind of curious if you looked at your birthday list and everybody had birthdays today, if it because it will tell you right there when you look at it on Facebook if it sent a message and then you can look at it.
Right.
It wouldn't send messages, but when it did send a message to somebody on their wall, it didn't send them a DM, even though I was choosing it for to do a DM. So I'm kind of curious if you were to look at that.
Yeah, we
I
look
want
at
to make
that.
sure that you know that if yours is working, that if is it 100% or is it still like working like mine, where it's
All
not, it's
right.
hit and miss.
Let me see. I know I had a lot of people respond. I was like,
Yeah,
whew.
me too.
So
Which
let
is
me
cool. I
see.
love the tool, but it's just I'm just like, wow, if it was working 100% like it should, then probably be even better.
Yeah, for surely. Like we hit some people that let me see here. All right. So we had okay, yeah, Toby. That's quite a few people birthday today. Yeah, Charlie. Let me see here. Yeah, so yeah, some people didn't hit, right? Some people did not hit.
And
Like
then the one, do you have yours set up to where it will do the wall and it will do the messenger?
yeah, that's
And
what
so
I
I'm
had
kind
set
of
up.
curious if the ones that did hit the wall is if you looked at the message and see if it sent them a message.
Yeah, so the people that it says wrote on Cindy's timeline,
Yep.
those that also was in their inbox, right? So let me
Okay.
go. Yep, I was on her timeline, boom, and then I know for sure it's in her inbox because she thanked me or whatever KBB. Let me see, Cindy.
Perfect.
Yep, another trip around the sun. Yep. So, um, yeah. So it hit. So yeah. So the one that says it, like if you click on birthdays, like the one that says as a message, there's nothing on. There's nothing that came in. So let me kind of show what I mean. Uh, gotta show you.
Hold on. I think I'm sharing mine. Hold on. You got it.
Okay, boss. Okay, cool. So we go here and then hit the. We go down here. Sorry. So Phil's probably watching this replay. You want to go right here and click on see more and click on birthdays. All right, well, I'm going to show you all the birthdays for today. All right,
Yeehaw.
cool.
Wow.
Yeah, yeah. So Charlie hit me up. I know he hit me. He said, thank you for, for the birthday love, right? Boom. So there we go right there. Happy birthday, Charles, whatever. Now it's today on
Nice.
here. All right, well, let me see. Oh, and it's right here on this timeline too. All right, boom. So um, but let me see, go back here. So you see like Rhonda, like hold on. See, so I think everybody who says message, it didn't go to them. You see that? Everybody else it says something on like wrote on their stuff. But I think message didn't go out to that person. See, nothing here. And I know that
Now
they
I get some that says you wrote on their timeline, but not I click on them and not everybody's gets a message either, which is really interesting.
oh really?
Yeah,
Um
so like just click on one of those randomly, like that one
mhm.
there, and just click on the message.
Here we go. Boom.
Yep,
That's my
so there's
message.
that. Now go up to the top real quick
Yep.
if you go click on their message.
Here we go.
Okay, cool.
Hey, Chris, big blessing on your born day. Make sure Yep. I did it at 12:03 a.m. actually. Cool. And I like
Kwan, why do
that.
you think that that's so like some of us why do you think it's so glitchy for some of us and some of us it's working? Like, is there anything I'm doing wrong on my end?
I don't think it's nothing you're doing wrong on your end, honestly. That part I have no idea. You know what I mean? That's why all I can do is forward it to my dev team when y'all tell me.
Yeah.
So I told them they're aware of it. So they'll let me know something tomorrow. They said tomorrow she give me an update
Yeah. But
on
yeah,
the
for the
things
most part,
today.
I know it's a work in process, but we're gonna get this thing down over here in a minute.
And when
You know
they
what
do
I'm
those
saying?
updates on their end, one, do we have to, in order for us to see or experience those updates, do we have to uninstall and reinstall the app every time?
Yeah,
Or
definitely. Just like like when you get updates in your app, you gotta update the app every time. So yeah, for sure. And the only way you can update an app on updated extension is just upload a new one. They don't have a week of this updated. You know?
okay.
So this
I
is
just
this is
quit
guy's
though.
birthday
I told you,
today.
just hit up in the top, delete with 3 dots, and just add it right back into Chrome Stars quick.
And so you see this guy, I had my advanced one, his birthday's tomorrow. And I said, not gonna wait for Facebook to remind me, happy birthday in advance. You deserve all the blessings. Da, da, da. He said, thanks. And this is a new person that I connected with. I didn't even know this person is in my timeline,
Yeah,
right?
those are the good ones, man. When you don't even know them really like that, you just
Yeah.
actually friended them before, and then you hit their birthday. Those are the good ones.
And they're engaging. So they
Yeah,
engaged. So that was dope.
yeah.
Awesome. Because that means they're gonna look at your wall, they're gonna say, well, who's this? And
Exactly, bro. You
you know
already
what I'm
know how
saying?
they
If your
do.
real
That's why
estate
you
is
tell
real
people it's
estate,
a numbers game at that point.
that's literally it. Those who see it and like, oh, okay.
Who's this? I'm size you up,
And
man. Check your
I like
wall.
the training that you did with the pin post. I didn't even think about that. I didn't even know about that. I mean, I knew, but I didn't think about that's your welcome page, right? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So
so many people sleep on that, bro. So,
that's
and,
why because and
and
the new people
especially
gonna
if you
come to
take
your
it a little
page.
further and like you said, make it look like a little intro video like I did and pin it. Bro, you see how many comments is on that post? You know what I mean? So
Oh,
every time
bro,
somebody come, they're like, oh, and it's just free advertising. Like people come in, sometimes they join stuff. I didn't even know that's where they came from. You know?
yeah, I'm definitely gonna do my intro page and let them know my circle of wealth and this is what yeah, yeah, it's about to go,
Yep.
it's about to be spicy.
At the
Appreciate
very least, someone's like, I say a link tree should be right there. You know what I mean? Like a link tree type thing. You know what I mean? But it should be something of that nature where like all your stuff is right there. Like just put it all there. Because look, man, I'm gonna end with this. We oxymorons because we love
Yeah.
to buy but hate to be sold. It's crazy.
Mhm.
So so as long as you make people feel like it was their idea to buy something, they'll buy it all day. People get paid on Friday, be broke by Monday. They ain't got no problem with spending money. They just got a problem spending money when you trying to get the money, get them to spend the money. So what's crazy is that same information. If I was in the inbox, hey man, check this out, man. I got these great supplements. Hey man, I got this great AI automation. They're like, get out of here. I'm not interested. You ain't gonna buy me a drink before you start trying to pitch me things. But when they go see it for themselves, they go, oh my God, this is amazing. Oh my God, I just saw affordable supplements that's only $10 a month. Oh my God, I just saw this AI thing that automatically does your post for you. You see what I'm saying? So I like to psychologically just, here you go. And it's your idea if you buy anything or not. They see it. And then you get more sales like that than if you pitch people. So yeah, I'm telling you, people really take that part for granted. The fact that they can pin something at the top of their post and have something that's going to always be right there. Your introduction, your about you right there. You know what I mean? In their face. So when they go size you up, they can't help but see it.
That's strong. I'm about to do mine too and have it. The video gonna tell them like what's going on. That's gonna be crazy. I'm
Yeah.
about to go watch your video actually and see what you did for
Yeah.
surely.
You're gonna like it. And I got social proof of mine, you know what I mean? So like young Kwan's 7-figure earn, you see my little checks pop up, boop, 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 boop. So you know I ain't no scammer or nothing, or somebody just new to this. So when they see that, you know what I mean, they're like, okay, this is the real deal. You know what I mean? And then my banner's up to par, you know, I'm up there with Les Brown, and then my, you know what I mean? Like, man, it's no way people can't unsee what they saw. So when they see these things, like, oh shoot, okay. At the very least, I'm about to accept your friend's request. This is the real deal. You know what I mean? And even like I always tell people, even if you ain't got all these things yet, you still got something to offer. Everybody got something to offer. Everybody got something to bring to the table. So put your best foot forward, put that up there. And as you start to elevate and you start to grow and your brand gets bigger and better, then you just start adding to the mix. You start saying, I take that banner down and I put this one up, you know? Now I got new accolades. Oh, I was on NBC on the news. Okay, let me take that screenshot. Let me put that up. Let me take this one down now. And, you know, and then in time, it'll be, you know, it'll be like, oh yeah, top earner, top this. Everyone knows that person, household name, but that takes time. You know what I mean? In the meantime, between time, put your best stuff forward, man. Like that's what people be slipping. You go to their page, they don't even look like they marketers. They got a cat picture, you know, some funny stuff that they ate or something that they ate. You know what I mean? A picture of an alien as their avatar. You don't even know who they really are. Is that you? Who's this? You know, like. And then you want people to take you serious that don't even know you. You know, like I see you for the first time, and that's what I see, and I'm supposed to take your page serious. Like, no, I'm not about to buy nothing from you right now. You know what I mean? So that's all we gotta do. Build it, they'll come. All right, we good? I try not to go over too much. I'm seeing we averaging like an hour and a half on our videos, on our trainings. I'll be trying to get done an hour, but I think the questions take us to the hour and a half. So we look like we're gonna be at these hour and a half marks, but that's not too bad.
Okay, so I'm going to have to reinstall it. And so then I have to reinstall the birthday stuff. And because that's
will
going to
do
be
the birthday. This is what I recommend. I won't cut you short, but I want to say this for the birthday. So in the future, if you ever have to do it, because that's the only part you have to do. Now your messages will still be there. So that's the good thing. So any messages you created, they will still be there. What you usually lose is you lose the pictures, so all the images. So what I would do is if you find nice birthday images, go put them in a notepad. So that way, if you ever have to add them again, you can just copy and paste them right in. You know what I mean? You have to go looking for them on Google. Because sometimes you won't find them again. You're like, man, what was that one birthday cake I found the other day? Now it's a whole other set of pictures, right? So that's the one thing I do. And then your settings might all go off, which means that it's no longer on. So you have to go back and I want it to forward one day, boom, 2 days. You know what I mean? You have to do that again. But at least the actual messages you won't have to do again. The messages will be done.
Thank you.
Okay. And it was
I'll buy a sandwich.
I just didn't want to miss that
I'll have
part.
to plate you on the way.
Okay, do you want it hot or cold?
Hot.
Hot?
Mhm.
Okay.
I'll have cold.
Onion, tomato, lettuce.
Yeah, that's
Actually-
strong. I didn't know.
Hot.
I remember you said it, but I just went back. I said, yeah, the images are gone. So yeah, I need to save the actual add copy links for them, John.
Right. That's the one thing that'll go for sure is the images. You know what I mean? But at least the text don't go. I think that take a lot longer to come up with. So all the text will still be there, but your images will be gone. So just put those in a notepad, and that way you can just copy them real fast and put them all back.
Copy.
All right. Any more questions before we go? All right. Tomorrow's gonna be 12 o'clock. Same link. Y'all can share. You can bring people on. I think this type of stuff sells it. You know what I mean? They see it. You know what I mean? They get to see it in real time. What we doing with it? How we use it in a practical way. People get it. They buy it. You know what I mean? So this will help you guys out. I think this is bigger. This is better than a sales video. Sales video is just a bunch of, you know, We're not doing that. You know, right now we're actually showing them. We're showing them in a practical way how this can actually help them and how they can use these tools and how they can use it to benefit. So I think that sells even stronger. So you bring people to this type of stuff, and we ain't hiding nothing. Like I said, we open book. You know what I mean? So even when something doesn't work, boom, open. Everybody, quiet. only positive comments in the chat. You know, like other companies do. They ain't doing that. This is gonna make us better, still sharp and still. So we're doing the opposite, and people are gonna see that like, oh yeah, this type of company I want to be a part of. Then, we all grow together. We in the beginning stages, and it's only gonna get better with time. So all right, guys. Tomorrow, 12 o'clock. That's Pacific time, 3 o'clock Eastern, 2 o'clock Central. All right. And then and we're running to play again. We'll go over some more tools, and then until we're done with this, and then we can start using this on some accounts and stuff like that and showing that. All right. Appreciate you guys. The replay will be up in our main group, and see y'all tomorrow.
All right. Thanks, Quan.